idea for one side. And that idea has come to life in the form of HistoryCon 2016 and the incredible stuff that you'll see once you take the tour downstairs. It's also a particularly proud day because this is not just the first time that HistoryCon is happening here in Manila. It's the first time that HistoryCon is happening anywhere in the world. And it's an idea that's been conceptualized, created, and executed right here in the Philippines. And it's now becoming a template for the world. So that's something that we're incredibly proud of. And it really wouldn't have been possible without the support of our partners and our sponsors. Vincent from Viva is here, who've been incredibly supportive as promoters of the show. So thank you so much for bringing this alive in Manila. James is here from Sky Cable. James and his entire team of Sky Cable have been, again, amazing partners. Thank you very much for making this happen. And of course, all of you from the press here who have been extremely supportive in bringing this whole event alive and getting this across to as many people as possible. We hope to make this much larger next year. We hope to make this an even bigger success, and we hope to take it to more territories. And that would be something that we can really look forward to as an event that originated here, it starts traveling the world. So we look forward to your support. We look forward to making this bigger, and I really hope you enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much for that. Once again, Mr. Clem Kamak. And of course, he mentioned amazing partners to make this happen. Ladies and gentlemen, now it is my honor to introduce the President and CEO of Viva. A round of applause, please, for Mr. Vincent Del Rosario. Hi, Sir Vincent.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. I have a short prepared speech here. When you think of history, you may equate it with old news, but History Channel has managed to keep its programming updated and relevant even to millennials. Such shows like Pawn Stars, Storage Wars, and Ancient Aliens touch on historical facts and yet do not bore the audience. We appreciate that the channel produces shows that feature Asian locals and celebrities like Photo Face-Off, Jamie Dempsey's Ride, and Celebrity Car Wars. This coincides with Viva's strong conviction that localization and adapting to the region's culture is one of the most effective ways to reach the market. We are equally excited that ANU Networks Asia brought the History Convention to Manila this year. The public has changed the way it consumes entertainment. It is not simply sitting on a couch in front of the TV anymore. Content now is more accessible, more real, and in this case, we get to experience it firsthand. Keeping Viva's tradition of bringing world-class entertainment to you, we are honored to be a part of Manila, making history here at HistoryCon 2016. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much again, Sir Vincent Del Rosario. All right, of course, we've been talking about an amazing weekend packed with activities, and guess what? They are for the whole family. From getting up close and personal with your favorite history celebrities, we got sporting activities like motorcades, motoring booths, to the opportunity to become history's first digital star. Who can that be? Well, we're about to find out at the end of the weekend. We're also very excited about the VR experience that will take you from the wild jungles of Alone, which is a hit series on history, of course, to the great outer space. Can you imagine what sights you'll be seeing through the VR experience? All of this will be happening in the next 4 days. So I know you're here with us today, and we expect you to be back for more. But for now, of course, we're all excited to see the very faces, the personalities that make the History series such a big success. We cannot stress enough that History has been the leading entertainment destination with, again, their series spanning from well-loved characters to local stories that hit close to home. History comes alive today with the biggest celebrity lineup to grace the event. Who are they? Take a look at the screen. From Ancient Aliens, we also have from Storage Wars, Randy Sanchez and Jared Schultz. Still more of our amazing history personalities. We got from Photo Face-Off, Justin Mott. Come on, you guys. Put your hands together for one of the newest shows on history entitled Celebrity Car Wars. We have Mark Nelson, Joey Mean King be squeezing in a bit. But how about a big Manila applause? Welcome, come on, you guys. Show some love. Show some love for Manila. This is our first in the world. Wow. Everybody have microphones? Yes. This time, the spotlight is definitely on you, our celebrity personalities. Welcome, welcome to Manila. My first question, of course, is for those who flew like thousands of miles just to be with us today. Let's start off with Giorgio. Giorgio, how does it feel to be, part of history in the making?
It feels fantastic. I'm very happy to be in Mabuhay. And, it's been an absolute tremendous reception. And I can't wait to share what we've got with you this season with Ancient Aliens.
Woohoo! Well, what about from Damon and Randy? Of course, flying halfway across the world. Was there any hesitation at all to come over to Manila to be part of History Con? Anybody want to take this first? Damon, yeah.
Damon and Randy.
Yeah, we're taking over the different shows. Exactly.
Damon and Randy is excellent. Yeah, I'm a little jet lagged, but I'm super pumped to be here, and I can't wait to share the season 2. We start on October 28th, so we're looking to come and have some fun in Manila.
Yeah, hopefully we will deliver with that fun.
I'm sure you will.
And we're open to ideas.
Oh boy.
Let us know.
Ian, you're going to have a lot of suggestions later on. Randy, please check.
We are super excited to be here. We had a little jet lag a couple of days ago, but I had about 4 cups of coffee today, so I'm good. I'm ready to go.
Absolutely. And of course, Justin over here. Here, I want to put Justin in the spot. We have, how do you say this? We have a, of course, lineup of activities going on, and there's a dress up going on. So I just wonder, what is the one thing you're looking forward to with a lineup of amazing activities that we have in store for this weekend?
Well, I'm expecting to see amazing pictures. I also see a lot of people with cameras. So any of you that want to challenge me to a photo face-off, anytime, anywhere.
That is a challenge. That's a challenge, guys. By the way, Filipinos love cameras.
I know, that's why I'm ready.
Selfie
I'll bring
capital,
my
all
A-game.
that.
And I'm teaching a master class on Saturday, so come out and learn. You can learn from me, and then you can beat me.
Take it from the pro. Take it from the pro. Wait, I was gonna put Ian on the spot because I already love how Ian's like up for the challenge of going out. Like I mentioned, part of the activities besides Justin over here challenging you to a photo contest, Ian, we do have a cosplay competition going on. So I'm gonna ask you, if you were to dress up as any history character, any of the other shows, take a look at your left if you'd like to get ideas. And it cannot be Damon. Can't be Damon. Who would you dress up as? This should be interesting.
See, I actually do dress up as Damon. Okay, but Randy? No. That's a good question. I'm gonna go with. Maybe it's too obvious, but I'm gonna go with Loki from Vikings.
Yeah, you got a bunch of fans. Nice.
You got a lot of choice there. You got some great outfits. You can do a lot with the hair. Could be nice, braids, shaving. And he's crazy.
That's a great
And
choice.
he's crazy and apparently likes to wear women's underwear. So.
Great choice indeed. Great choice. We're gonna pick his mind a bit later on.
Too much. Said too much.
Thank you, Ian. But wait, I want to shine the spotlight now on Simon, who happens to be the digital host of HistoryCon, and I'm loving his energy. I actually gravitated towards him earlier. Simon, you'd like to share, of course, what's it like bringing HistoryCon closer to the rest of Asia?
I think it's amazing! I think Manila is the best! If you love the Philippines, make some noise! Also, Casey and I are going to give free haircuts later.
There's a reason why.
We're actually starting a rap group.
Right.
We're called the Cow Bros.
That's right.
Q-Tip and Q-Ball.
Exactly. Yeah, but no, HistoryCon is amazing. I think what's the best is, number one, Manila is the perfect place to have the first ever HistoryCon. We're making kind of waves here in Asia, which I love as well. And
I can't wait to see what happens, what unfolds this weekend. And being on digital, anything goes. So we're gonna be a little bit crazy.
Oh boy.
Up in this piece, yeah. So.
If this press con isn't already any indication, it's only the beginning of such an amazing weekend. We're getting naughty already.
And actually, Damon and Ian are awesome dancers. I don't know if you guys know this.
There we go. We're starting to put people on the spot.
Ian is classically trained in ballet, so if you guys see him, make sure he shows that to you at work. And Jessica will take photos of it, so we're ready to rock and roll.
This is what being part of a history family is all about. They're showing each other some love. But okay, let's, as we call it in Filipino, hihimayin na natin.
Classically me.
Oh boy. Okay, boys, let's be nice. Boys, Mother Lisa is saying boys, children. Okay, let's get to each show in particular because you're fans of the whole lineup of shows and of course the personalities who are here. Let's of course take some time to get to know the shows. First and foremost, Ancient Aliens. We got Giorgio over here. Aliens, extraterrestrial. How did it all begin for you? What got you into it?
Well, I have to lay blame on my grandmother because as a little boy, my bedtime stories were not the Sandman and things like this, but it was more Edgar Cayce's Atlantis and Chariots of the Gods that was written by Eric von Däniken. So a woman from the 60s and 70s, she was quite open-minded, even though she was a devout Catholic. And here we are.
Amazing.
Yes.
Thanks to Grandma, huh?
Absolutely. No, she, and by the way, she's smiling down upon us right now, and, you know, it's just amazing that, I wish I could share this moment with her, but I know she's here, so
Definitely.
thank you very much.
Always cheering you on. Not to give too much away though, because after all, it's a new season of Ancient Aliens again. How do you keep coming up with new stuff? Like, you know, what's new this season?
Yeah, well, you know, we live on a fairly large planet, and so there are still many stones that are unturned, and, you know, I'm very excited about season 9 because in February of this year, when we started to shoot season 9, I had the great privilege of going to Australia for the very first time because I was told that apparently there are Egyptian hieroglyphs in Australia. The first time I heard this, I was like, what are you talking about? This is absolutely insane. And then we flew to Australia. Outside of Sydney, there's a place called Gosford. And sure enough, some weird hieroglyphs that look very much like Egyptian were there. And in order to find out what the solution was to this, you have to tune into season 9.
Nice. Nice. Don't want to cliffhanger. There you go. Oh wait, can I just plug? There's a lot of stuff going on in the Philippines too. So who knows?
Absolutely, yeah.
Season 10. Thank you very, very much for that, Giorgio. Okay, moving on now to Brandy and Jared. Storage Wars, ladies and gentlemen. What was life like before Storage Wars for the two of you? Very boring. Really? No. I kind of hard to believe. You got like such a feisty personality, Brandy. Nope. But were you? But you were always into like, you know, hunting for stuff?
No,
Not quite?
no. We just kind of happened upon that business. And somebody wanted to make a show out of it.
Actually, I was saying earlier, this show is the longest I've ever kept the same job. I get bored easy, I like to take risks, I'm not afraid to put everything on the line, and that's how I got this job.
Well, I love how the energy plays off, you know, both of you, how you play off each other. So here's another question. Out of everything that you've already unearthed, is there one thing besides each other that you consider the most important or significant item that you've acquired? And were you willing to let it go?
Well, for me, I kind of made a rule along the way that we don't keep anything.
Oh, not even each other?
Well,
For now.
we'll see how the end of the day goes. But, you know, we found so many interesting things along the way. From toys to samurai helmets to art. But nothing that we'd like so much that we'd like to keep.
Cool. Okay. Anything to look forward to this season?
There's a lot of conflict, as usual, and a lot of interesting finds.
That's always something to look forward to. Something happening this weekend for the two of you is that you're practically going to see them live on stage as you would while watching an episode. So feeding off your real live, raw energy on stage, that's something our fans here at HistoryCon will be looking forward to. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jared and Brandy. Okay, moving on to our Gangland Undercover guys. Give them a round of applause.
Oh, come on, give it up. Let's go.
Yeah, here we go. Serious question first, because it's already like, I don't want to get time in the mic to do it all back to you. But here's the thing, portraying a real life character. And of course, for any actor, it comes with a set of challenges. David, how did you adapt to Gustavo?
Well, Gustavo, you essentially have to find it within yourself to portray any character. So, being a real life character, you essentially have to honor their spirit, but you also have to find their spirit within yourself. And so I spent a lot of time with Charles Flacco, got to know him, and got to feel sort of the stakes that he had to surrender to. And so I would just say the challenge is to truly be honest with yourself about those moments in your life where you're afraid, where you're lying, where you're under the gun.
It's real. It's as real can get.
Yeah, you have to believe it more than anybody else, or else no one's going to believe it.
Nice. How about for both of you, Ian and Damon, has portraying your role, especially this docudrama, I mean, it's heavy stuff. I mean, you see it with other, like shows. Has it affected your personal life? Because people tend to believe you're your character. Has it affected you in any way on a personal level?
Well, it's definitely deepened my relationships, especially with this man. I didn't know him at all to begin with, and we were nemesis, or he is my nemesis on the show, and so finding a love for him, which, let's not misconstrue that.
I know. You know what? Just inside was already like about to pounce.
I know
just
that.
The way you guys are looking in each other's eyes right now, he's about to pounce. I tell you, stay.
Well, don't let the leather put you off, okay? It's not...
Or the matching t-shirt.
Yeah.
Don't read too much into that.
Or the hair product, or the makeup, or any of that stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, it's definitely the bond of the gang. The first season we didn't have separate trailers, so we had to share a bus together.
Ooh.
And that, the actors' personalities can come out, right? So that's why this guy's here, and nobody else. No, it's definitely
what happens in the bus stays in the bus, remember?
We feel the love. So much love going on.
Yeah.
Ian, anything you would like to add to what Damon's like sharing with us? Because we're just affirming all of this.
Season was well received. Now you're shooting for the second season. Where did you shoot the latest episodes? And the next question is, what makes the second season most watched?
We shot it in Toronto. The first season we shot in Toronto in Arizona. This season, basically, I go into witness protection at the conclusion of season 1, so that we catch up with the story 2 years later, and it takes place in Virginia Beach. And needless to say, I can't get out of the infiltration system, and I want back in. And so, what you witness, or what you're about to witness, is someone who gets addicted to the process. Well, he's addicted to addiction, essentially, but he finds himself back in trouble, trying to get back in and bring down another gang. And without any spoilers, the very presence of Ian being here might lead you to believe that he might be a part of the show in season 2. So maybe I don't really know what to add to that. I think you already said the whole second season is shot entirely in Toronto, which is impressive. I mean, I don't know if you guys know this city. It's a big city, and it's super multicultural, which I'm sure you guys can appreciate. And as such, you can double for almost anywhere in the world, right? So it's great. It's a great city to live in. It's a great city to work in. And as far as anything else concerning the water, just
gonna have to watch the damn show.
Thank you.
I look forward to that. Thank you.
October 28th, Friday nights. Don't miss it. What time? 9 o'clock.
Did you notice he stared you down? So you gotta watch it. Thank you very, very much. What about the ancient aliens, you guys, or Storage Wars? More questions? Okay, from the back, someone
Hi.
jumping in there too. Hi.
I am Alan from Stars Hotel.
Yep. Hi, Alan.
Can I
Yeah, there you go.
Here. Can I ask Giorgio?
There you go. Hey, Giorgio.
Is your hair is true?
Is your hair true? For real?
It's real?
You want to come over again?
We're just curious about that.
You know, the electric socket works here in Manila as well. So, great.
He's the only person who still uses Aquanet.
Hey, welcome here in Manila.
That was a sweet question. Okay. What about our friends from Storage Wars? Anybody? Okay. Hello. Question for Storage Wars. Here we go.
Hi, I'm actually a fan of Storage Wars. I'm just curious, the other Storage Wars members, are they really like that on cam or off cam? And who's the meanest?
I think the greatest part of our show of Storage Wars is that none of us are actors. So there's no real pretending. I mean, if I look like I'm upset, it's because I'm upset. If Dave looks like he's acting a certain way, it's probably because he is a certain way. And you guys have seen it. I mean, we're getting ready to premiere season 9 here on September 27th. What day of the week is that? Is that Tuesday at night? So, I mean, you can only imagine the rivalry that has built up over the last 8 seasons has to explode at some point, and I think you guys are going to have an opportunity to experience that coming up real soon.
What's your most favorite episode?
Ooh.
Favorite watch the show? Okay. That's a tough question. We found a button maker, and I got to make a presidential campaign video, which was really fun. I think that might have been my favorite. Jared made a rap video. He did.
You guys seen it, right?
Have you seen the rap video? It's pretty legit, right? It's pretty legit.
My neighbors still don't know.
No.
Oh, one more last. I'm just curious, what's your reaction about the intrigues that there are planted storage? Planted storage, like they stuff good stuff there.
Well, going along with Are They Really Like That, Dave Hester started that rumor.
Yeah. You know what? The greatest thing about our show is we actually do this for a living. Up until very recently, you could come to Orange County, California, come to the city of Orange, come to our thrift store, say hi, buy the things you saw on the show. I mean, it's all real. We really buy it. We spend our own money. We really sell it to make our money back. It's, people say all kinds of things, but watch the show. It's good.
And we're going to learn from them on stage this weekend. So you're going to see them in live action. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. A round of applause for Art and Street Personalities. I know you're running a photo walk because later on we will be having some one-on-one time with our media guests. But for now, we're going to have everybody in front of the table. Let's have a nice class picture, shall we?